we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, the Terrapins head coach told me before the game, he told me that this is new for the Big Ten. Obviously, these teams coming all the way to the West Coast. The travel is long. They've been putting some practices in place to make sure their players are moving, getting up early, getting prepared for this time zone challenge. They are going to try to perform at their best performance level today. But they put a ton of time and research and science into making sure the players are prepared to go. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Terrapins headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Trojans offense will get first crack at it here. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. Running inside, it's Jordan. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
He gets a block. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will now get its first chance with the football. And now here comes Malik Washington. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Headed for the corner, it's Williams.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. Throws to the tight end. What a grab with one hand. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Could be an alley. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Running the red zone, it's Williams. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they have the first points of the game. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Mayava. Snagged out of the air.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Going for it all. Touchdown, Trojans! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The run inside. It's Jordan. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. That's caught by Williams. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Jordan. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, when we're talking USC offense, it all starts with Mayava at quarterback. We get that. But, David, we also know they've got to have balance. One thing Lincoln Riley has always done, no matter where he's been coaching offense, is making sure that they can run the football as well. The Trojans always recruit well at that position. They do well through the portal, and that's not going to be any different this season. They've got to be able to toe it.
It's never any different, and they will always commit to it. And I think the quarterbacks usually get the acclaim and the fame, but the running backs, man, they're always going to find those guys. Even as a young guy, King had to step in with several injuries a year ago.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Running inside, it's Miller. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Mayaba. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
The Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying the run, it's Jordan. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Never getting stopped on that 2nd down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Trojans! Great job by the back on the option.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. The give on the counter. Fights off the defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5.
Intercepted for the 11th time. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback keep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Thrust that arm out. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go right back to him. Makes him talk to the hand. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Washington. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it.
Might have a chance. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Fleming. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Terrapins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The run inside. It's Williams. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Got his man on the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down. And dude chose to run out of bounds.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. Going with the counter play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Running inside, it's Jordan. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about.
Here's a little room there. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. He's now up to 83 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. The Terrapins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Smith. And he's in! Touchdown, Terrapins! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Bringing the heat. Got his man in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Hey, third down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, fourth down coming.
And the Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moved. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense in a bunch formation. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires to the right. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Got the back over the middle. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The run inside. It's Williams. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Terrapins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Washington. Pulls it in, it's Webb. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Rush is on him. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give on the counter. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it way down the field. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game-type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today, late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Headed outside, it's Williams. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass, it's Washington. Catch in the middle, it's Durr. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Fleming. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The handoff as they run the counter play here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Terrapins have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Man, this quarterback's got a short-term memory, boy. After the interception on the last drive, that looked so ugly, but he's come out and he's been able to turn the page. 4 for 4 now on this drive, throwing it. He's got himself right back in, locked in a really, really nice rhythm. I don't think you have anything to worry about if you're the head coach looking at your quarterback, seeing how he's responded to that mistake on the last drive.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Trojans use their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. That's caught. It's Fleming. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got a little space. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run it. It's Williams. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Back to pass, it's Washington. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Maryland! They are lighting up the scoreboard. Every touchdown has an answer, it seems.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. It's caught. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Pulls it in down the middle. Touchdown, Trojans! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. They've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the upright. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Baylor taking on the number 16, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Bears, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside the Coliseum. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to the big tight end. He almost had another one. They've already picked off three and just a hair away from number 4 there. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey, guys, checking in from the USC sideline. Guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Thanks, Holly. To the air, it's Mayava. Sets up the screen. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Trojans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. On the move at the 30. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. The snap sets up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. His 3rd touchdown of the game and, well, of the season. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm.
Got a little grass. Inside the 30. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Running inside, it's Jordan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The Trojans send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Find some fresh air. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Finding some room. Touchdown, Maryland! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He's got him.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The give on the counter. Got enough for the first. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Terrapins have this offense rolling. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And maybe a crease. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
The Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, it's Smith. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down.
And 3rd down and short is exactly what you'd expect from this offense. Balls out quick, fast, and in a hurry. How about the defense, man? Tight coverage, understanding 3rd and short, and they sit on that route and make a nice play.
Tries to get it on the ground. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this 1st down. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. He'll do it himself. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Fires quickly. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Off the play fake. The sure hands, it's Fleming. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. To the air, it's Washington. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Mosley. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Jordan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
With that penalty, they give this offense a little helping hand. Now it's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Mayava. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give is to Williams. Runs through the tackle. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Working the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Off play action on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And he makes the extra point. Looking for blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on. Flying out to the left. The 40. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Terps respond.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Motion from the back. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And now on second down for this offense. Looking for space. It's Jordan. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Pressure coming. He's going to take a shot. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. Makes a move. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
On the Maryland sideline, their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in and keep going to this big target. As you know, the tight ends never get the glory, and this guy is on fire today. Let's see if they continue to feed him the rock. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Wants to fire on second down. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Nice move there. Got enough for the first. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Trojans want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Mayava. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Finds his big tight end. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jordan. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. They'll take the help from the penalty, but it's still 3rd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Complete on 3rd down. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
He wants to change this route. Creates a little space. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Crosses to 40. There's some room. Touchdown, Maryland! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they certainly finished it in style with a 71-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
He unleashes a long one. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Trying play action. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
On the Maryland sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarter.
There's a crease. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Back to throw. It's Mayava. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes it on the run. Goes high to pull it in. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, USC! He got it right inside the pylon. For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Trying to move them on the counter. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Maybe some room here. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Maryland! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
On to attempt the try. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the USC sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Mayava. They get to him as he throws. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of a 2-minute timeout. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught by Williams. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They just keep firing right down the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Some misdirection with the counter, and he'll be brought down.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The Terrapins will punt it away on fourth down. They boot it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for a man, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.